3, 2, 1. Okay, let's go. So I'm going to share my screen and I'm going to teach you the 5 levels of mindset. There are 5 distinct levels of mindset and related to getting coached or getting results or learning in your business. And if you have the wrong mindset, I can't help you. In fact, no coach can help you. And a coach can only help you if you have the right level of mindset with that coach, because you may not have the right level of mindset with me, but you might with somebody else. But you probably need a coach, and it doesn't have to be me. Okay, but it probably needs to be somebody, right? You're selling yourself short. So let's talk about these. So the first is positive active. Positive active, right? This is the best level. This is the level where you believe that success is possible. This is where if I join a program and uh, I believe I'm going to get results regardless of whether the program is good. I will make it good. I will figure out the gaps. I will solve the problems. I will do whatever it takes. And I will incorporate what I can from that. And I will get eventually better results, maybe even than the anyone else in that program, right? That's positive active because it means I believe in myself. At this stage, these people do not accept excuses and they put the responsibility on themselves for their own success. You own your success. You're not going to blame the coach or whatever. It's about you. You believe that you're going to get results. And so you make sure that that happens no matter what. You're committed to getting great results. Number 2 is positive passive. And these, by the way, of course, are my favorite clients. They're any coach's favorite clients. They're the best because they get amazing results. And, even if there's shortcomings in my ability to coach them or in my program or whatever, they get amazing results, right? And they contribute and they sometimes are benefiting the program by adding value, right? Especially if it's in a mastermind like we have or there's a community. These are the contributors. These are the best people. Number 2, positive passive. They're motivated by seeing others succeed. So they see maybe these people succeeding. They're like, oh, well, I see them winning. And they believe that they can replicate that success. And so they believe they can replicate that success. They're like, well, if they can do it, I can do it too. Some of you just see our case studies and you're like, if they can do it, I can do it too. And you believe it's possible, which is true. If anyone else can do it, you can do it too, right? So that is true. And they're motivated by seeing others succeed. They don't get negative. They don't see others succeed and like poo-poo it or go, oh, must be nice. Must be nice. Like that's not these people. They're positive, right? Then we get to the next stage. And well, let me just say about the positive passive, they're following established methods, but they're just not as proactive in seeking new solutions. So they'll do what they're told to do. And that's all I can ask for. I really want clients that will just, if you just trust me enough to do what I tell you to do, you'll get the same results. Our systems, our processes are proven. And you just have to do it. And you're only going to do it if you believe it. So that's it. So I love these clients as well. These are great clients. Next is neutral passive. And so neutral passive, they take a wait and see approach. Well, I'm skeptical. I had a client named Andrew, and he was a BDM, and he was really skeptical. He's like, I don't know if this is even going to work, but I'm going to try it anyway. I'll try it out. I've heard some other people say it works, but I don't believe it's going to work. And he did it. And then he started adding doors like crazy. And he was like, I'm doing like multiple lunches a day with real estate agents. They're feeding me business. And he was adding like 30 doors in a really short time period. Like it was really fast. Neutral passive. They wait and see. They're open to learning, but they're not actively seeking out ways to improve or taking responsibility for their success initially, right? And that's kind of cool because if they get results and do what I tell them to do, and we eventually convince them to do it, they'll get the results and they give all the credit to us. They're like, hey, it worked. Like I didn't believe it and I was skeptical and it worked. And that makes a great testimony on a great case study. So those are pretty good too to have as coaching clients. Number 4, this is negative passive. All right. Negative passive. And negative passive, they doubt their own ability to succeed. They're against themselves. Even if others have done so, they're like, oh, it won't work for me. It won't work for me in my market. It won't work for me in my special unique situation. It won't work for this type of management. It won't work. They doubt their own ability to succeed. I've failed in the past. I don't know if it'll work for me. I'm probably not as smart or good looking or cool as these other property managers that I see doing the door growth stuff. They might be better than me in some way, right? And they may half-heartedly followed instructions expecting failure. They're like, well, I'll try it out. And they're like, look, it didn't work. And it's not working really well for me. And then usually I get on a call with them like, this all works. It's all proven. You're just not doing it. You're not doing it. You're not fully doing it. You're like kind of sort of half-assing it and dabbling with it, right? All right, number 5. Number 5 is negative active. Okay. Negative active. Negative active, they actively believe this success is impossible for them. Like they're blaming all the external factors actively. They're actively fighting against their own interests. They want to be right, and you can't be right and get results if you're actively believing that something doesn't work, right? And they might try to prove that the methods don't work for them. They're actively trying to prove that it doesn't work, despite evidence to the contrary. And then they end up somehow figuring out how to be right. Like, yeah, it didn't work, or I didn't like it, or it was dumb, or whatever. These have been my worst clients. These are the clients that even after they pay you, don't do what you tell them to do, complain about you, and then they go into the marketplace and tell everybody that you're like a con artist and it doesn't work. These are the negative actives. They would rather be right than do the work that's required to get the results. Positive active, they'll do whatever work. These people will work hard. These people will do work. These people eventually will do the work. Maybe even the negative passive might get some results, maybe. But these people, they are working, but they're working in the opposite direction. They are working to destroy their own results. They want to prove that you are a fraud. They want to prove your program doesn't work. These are the worst clients. They shouldn't even have become a client in the first place. These are the people that you need to filter out from being a client. This applies to property management as well, right? So you do not want to take on negative active clients. You don't want these people in your business because they're actively trying to prove you wrong. Now, they're active. They're very active, right? All of these are passive and they're active. What's cool is if you can convince this person of the error of their ways and motivate them, they can become this type of person. They can shift because they're active. They will then they'll become very aggressively in the right direction. And I've seen people flip from one way to the other, right? They can become very active. And so if you recognize that you are kind of skeptical, which is cool, the world needs people like you, but you are in these negative states, then maybe try shifting toward the game in your mind of how can I prove that this will work? How can I prove the naysayers wrong that don't believe I can get results? Maybe you focus on that negative aspect. Like I'm going to be negatively active in proving everyone else wrong that said I couldn't succeed. I'm going to get negatively active against proving everyone else that says I couldn't win or I doesn't believe I could get to 1,000 doors or whatever it might be. Get negative active that way so that you're in the opposite polarity, so that you're shifting towards positively being active in I'm going to make this work. I'm going to prove that I can make this happen. I'm going to get great results. And if you can be like these type of people, these are the people that I want to be working with. I want you in our coaching program, right? And the more you can focus on this is up to you. One of my favorite phrases is if it's to be, it's up to me and my committed action. This is full ownership. Everything else is you're being a victim. Victims need to maintain their victimhood because they want to be right that they're a victim and they want to wear it on their sleeve and they want to damage everybody else, right? If you don't want to be a Cancer, in a coaching program, or a cancer to yourself, or cancer to your business, or cancer to those around you, then be positive active, right? Shift towards the positive active. Take action. Action is the only thing that will help you outdoors. Watching our videos won't help you outdoors. Taking action on the things you learn in the videos will help you outdoors. Coming to our coaching calls won't help you outdoors. Taking action on the things that you learn during those coaching calls will help you outdoors, right? You need to be positive, active. So hopefully this helps some of my clients that are watching this that have been struggling a little bit. And this is also, if you are a client that's crushing it, you probably go, oh man, that's totally me. And if you don't see that you are like here, shift your mindset to here, because you will get more out of everything that you do. Start asking yourself the question, how can this be amazing? How can this work? How can I make this work no matter what? And then you will start, your brain will go to work. Your unconscious and your subconscious mind will go to work. It will find solutions. It will make you win. It will make you get results. You can do this. I believe in you. You can be positive, active. And this is the approach I take when I join a program. Why pay to be in a program and then actively fight against it, or become negative about it, or become new, or just be neutral? Just go all in, believe it, and figure out, how can I make this work? Even if the program you join, I've joined programs that weren't that great. You're like, this is kind of mediocre. I don't really like this. Cool. What can I get out of this to take things to the next level? And how can I improve it? And how can I make it better for myself? Figure that out, because you never lose. You never lose, even if you're in a not so great coaching program, which I've joined a lot of them, or if you're in an amazing one. Depending on this, you will destroy or magnify your results no matter what program you're in. So hopefully this is helpful to all of you out there. I recommend, it doesn't have to be us, but go get a coach and then become positive active, and you will get amazing results. You will create the results. You will figure it out. I'm not the one getting results for my clients. Do I help them? Yes, I would like to think so. But it's them. And the number one thing that clients typically say they get from me is mindset. If I can inject the right mindset into people, they're going to win. It's inevitable. There's zero chance you're going to lose if you are 100% committed to it. You're going to win, because that's what is required. That's what you believe. You're all in on it. Cool. And I want you to have success. I want you to achieve. I want you to become positive, active. All right. So hopefully these 5 levels of mindset have helped you understand how to improve and how to be a better client, and how to get more out of the different programs and coaching and organizations and trade organizations you're in and conferences that you attend. Become positive, active. All right. Hopefully that helps everybody. Until next time, to our mutual growth. Bye, everyone.